Just outside of Lagos, Nigeria, lies Ogijo, Ogun State, a community that has become the lead recycling capital of Africa. The factories here recover lead for car and battery companies in North America, Europe, and Asia. Residents breathe in black dust from the factories, which contain invisible lead particles that spread across Ogijo. The metal seeps into the body, damaging the nervous systems. Residents here worry about the impact of the facilities on their livelihood and describe non-stop coughing and sinus problems. But the toll hasn't been fully understood. Until now. Nigeria is among the fastest growing sources of lead imports to America. Recycling facilities mostly process old car, truck, and other batteries. Batteries arrive in used and salvaged vehicles from the United States, China, India, France, and Germany. Once the batteries inside are dead, the lead within begins a new journey. Workers, known as pickers, gather dead batteries and sell them to collectors for about $1 per kilogram, or £2. Breakers open the batteries to drain the acid and weigh them in preparation to be sold to battery recycling facilities. When the examination and the New York Times reported from inside one breaker operation in Lagos, sulfuric acid from the batteries could be seen seeping into the ground. Acid can burn the eyes and skin. The United Nations suggests that workers who handle used batteries wear safety goggles, gloves, a dust mask, overalls, and heavy-duty boots.
So after breaking it, we remove the legs. We put the lead in the sack, the plastic, we separate the plastic. So we put it separately. The lead separate and the plastic separate. That's how we operate. So we put it until it's up to 10 tons, 15 tons, or 20 tons before we supply it to Morrison.
From the breaker compound, the batteries go to the recycling facility. At the facility, workers load the lead pulled from the batteries into a furnace like this one to melt the lead down. This is what releases the dangerous lead particles into the air. It's not supposed to be like this. Modern facilities have filters and automated equipment to limit the release of lead. The Nigerian government has known about this pollution for years. Nigerian and international experts found that many battery recycling facilities in Ogun State were violating international safety practices. Experts noted some factories had sent workers home and paused operations to create what experts described as an orderly impression. This was confirmed by one worker who spoke on the condition he not be identified.
Whenever they visit us, the whole remaining workers, they send them to go and hide.
The factory brought in an engine to break the batteries and told the workers not to do it by hand.
When the visitors want to visit the company, they ask us, all of us, not to use hand. Why you are using hand? Because of the visitors. When the visitors left, that the same day when the visitors left, because the engine cannot meet up the target of the company. When the visitors left and moved from the company, then they off the engine and ask us to go back and use the normal hand. This is what we do when visitors come.
After the lead is melted, it's poured into blocks or ingots, which are loaded into trucks and driven to the Lagos port. From here, the lead begins its journey across the ocean. Most of the blocks are delivered to battery makers that use the lead to create new batteries for cars, motorcycles, trucks, and other vehicles. Ford Motor Company, General Motors, and Tesla are among the car makers that have bought batteries from companies that use lead from Ogun State, Nigeria. Most car makers did not respond to questions about what they have done to make sure lead inside their batteries is produced safely. They said they relied on their suppliers to follow laws in lead-producing countries. A few companies, like Volkswagen and BMW, promised to launch internal reviews. The American auto industry is using more and more lead from battery recycling facilities in Nigeria. True Metals is one of those facilities. It's located near schools, homes, and churches in Ogijo. Nearby residents have complained.
I came here before them. So I bought 7 plots. Presently, I have less than 1,000 beds, both up and down. I have less than 1,000 beds, and I started with over 10,000 beds when I started. They've ruined my business, they've ruined me, I have no money.
Femi Ogunsanya owns a poultry farm near True Metals' battery recycling facility. He thinks the smoke from the lead recyclers is killing his chickens.
These are part of the one that died today. This is my manager. She's bringing another one now. Just today.
This is how they are dying.
Every day. These are turkey. They say what they inhale blocks their heart. Even bigger ones. Bigger ones die. If you come here in the night around 9 o'clock, you will see the flame of the smoke going up, and coming to this direction.
Cell phone footage provided by Mr. Ogunsanya shows smoke spilling into the night air. When approached, True Metals did not respond to requests for comment. At the Royal Palace, the King of Ogijo has heard complaints from the community for years about the battery recycling facilities.
Some health issues have been reported in the past. Some have been cough issues. Some have been miscarriage that has been that has been attributed to to lead. Some of them have been sudden death. That happens to be a group of people that work in one of these factories, about 5 of them, and they all passed out within days of each other, under a week.
To study the lead contamination in Ogijo, the examination and the New York Times hired scientists to conduct the most extensive blood and soil testing that had ever been done here. Health officials in the Nigerian state oversaw the blood tests.
I'm here because of the environment I live.
Victoria Olasupo is the mother of 3 girls living near the True Metals battery recycling facility.
The company beside my house, they are making air pollution. And that is the reason of me coming here today, to come and take my blood sample for test.
About the results, I will say I'm kind of nervous about it because the kind of work I do is kind of critical. and I don't wish to continue there. The only way I can protect my life is by quitting the job, because there's no PPE I can use that can prevent it, because the chemical there is very dangerous.
70% of people working in and living near recycling plants whose blood was tested showed dangerous levels of lead exposure. 8 of the 14 children tested had amounts of lead in their blood associated with irreversible brain damage. A team of Nigerian scientists, led by Dr. Gilbert Adiye at the University of Ibadan, sampled soil and dust near the battery recycling factories.
This dust could be deposition from this activity. Okay, good.
Ingesting lead from soil or dust, especially by children, is a major contributor to lead
We
poisoning.
need just like 1 or 2 grams for the job. We just look for hot spots. Okay. Because this area, if you look at it, it's like a cluster of these facilities that we are suspecting are releasing this are releasing lead.
Can meet up with 5.
Can we take a sample here?
Yeah, we can.
Yes, we can.
On this maize?
Yes, on the maize farm.
Maize farm?
Yeah, if you think that's this one.
Good. Let me be the first to do it.
All right.
So we put this here, we screw. So scrape this in. This is topsoil, yeah.
Scientists who conducted the testing found lead levels more than 180 times higher than what experts say is safe. They concluded that battery recycling factories were a major contributor to contamination.
You want to buy something? We are back.
Nurses gave residents tips on how to limit lead dust around their homes. But there is no playbook on how to reduce exposure when lead dust falls from the sky every day.